give them, they have that burning passion in their heart to not allow the privileges that they've enjoyed being in this state. We can win with 200 people. Be a lot better with 2,000. But if each of you went out there and stuck somebody, got rid of the colloidal contents that was in the way of their brains so that they could do the life-producing decision that they needed to, then we would have a better response. What first Phil, and second Phil talked about is absolutely the truth. These legislators, and we're in the political talk about our lives, they listen to what their constituents say and do. The lawsuits, the lobbyists, all of these things that we're having to do, they're going to count. We're going to win. Even if the judge doesn't rule in our favor, we're still going to win because we're not going to lose. And these nick-nannies that complain and moan and groan and everything else, get the hell out of the state. Move to New York. Get out of here. Take your tegus and your iguanas and your big snakes and your crybaby suckers and leave. No, I'm serious. If you don't like Florida, get the hell out. I-95, I-75, I-10, pick one, go. Okay? Now, I'll load you up. I'll give you some snake bags. But those of us that are going to stay, we are not going to lose. The right people are in this room. There'll be more outside tomorrow. But the right people are in here. Don't ever underestimate the power of one. You let that sink in. There's people in here that I know, there's people in here that I don't know. I'm not doing this to lose. I came here to win. I'm gonna win. I'm not gonna lose. I cannot be defeated. I cannot lose. I will not allow it. They may whip our ass. They may take our money. They may piss us off. But this is your passion, is it not? To them, it's just an ideology. This is your passion. Put 5 bullets in the revolver of reality. Not one, like in the deer hunter. Put 5. You want to go see Jesus? Let's go see Jesus. You want to win? Let's win. Now I'm getting a little preachy here because that's the kind of person I am, and I don't get up on that platform because I want to be out here amongst the 200, the right 200 that are in here. Okay? But you go and promote. Well, I'm shy. I'm an introvert. I don't know how to speak. Yeah, you do. You know people that only you can talk to. There's people, you can give me the names of people that you know, they wouldn't listen to me, but if you call them, you talk to them and say, man, this is big, this is huge. What are we going to do for our grandkids? You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is coming down to it. You know, I'm 70 years young. I got 30 good years left. I might have a crooked snake hook and a drool cup, but I'm going to whip somebody's ass, and I expect you 200 to go out and find 10 more people and make that 2,000 a reality. It's easy. The hard part is getting off the toilet, make a decision, flush it, move on. So let's do that tonight. Let's go out here and love on our turtle folks that are next door that are hearing a great talk, because they're next. The pot's being boiled for the turtle stew. Right, Mark? He knows it. I don't know how else to put it in simple words. Let me change gears. USR Florida got started because Phil Goss's boss wouldn't allow him to move to Florida because Phil was spending more time in Florida than he was in any other damn state. So I said, it's inevitable. We got to do USR Florida. You heard Phil talk about it. We are ground zero. Let me tell you, folks, all these other states are looking at Florida. I'm very involved from her point of view with the Pet Industry Joint Association up in D.C. And I'm on the her committee, and all these states are watching what Florida is doing. And these states are pasting and copying and posting verbatim what's in 68A. It's amazing. There's no thought, it in Florida, whatever Florida, like Nike tried. And that's what they're doing, folks. They don't care. This woke critical race theory mentality about taking away all our individual freedoms and rights. It's going on up here in Tallahassee. The executive director, Eric Sutton, I like Eric. He's a nice guy. His ideology sucks. Okay? I'll buy him a beer and a steak. I like the guy. I just don't like how he's thinking. Okay? It's not his job. But it's the reality of what we're fighting. Back to USR Florida. So I told Phil, we got to get something started here in Florida. So what he did when he took over in December 17 with this yellow anaconda thing, now the Tague and the iguana thing, and all things going on, he has accelerated us coming together as a 501c6 trade lobbying organization. We're not perfect, we make mistakes. And both Phil and Phil are right. People like to get on Facebook and bitch. And they do. It's easy. When you hide behind a little device and you moan and groan and complain. But you know what? That's the day and the age and era we live in. We gotta get used to it, we gotta work with it. But you can use that same device to reach out to your friends that are PMSing, you know, and just tell them, hey man, do something. Go to the USR site. Yes, we need money, but we need people to show up. Every quarter we have a live meeting. We have Reptile Church in Lakeland on Sunday at noon, where the public is invited to come and watch a board meeting take place and answer questions. We are going to do one down in South Florida because half the state of Florida lives in Broward, Palm Beach, and Dade County. Hopefully they all stay here. If you all are from South Florida, God bless you, stay. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to stay up in the Gainesville area. But no, seriously, all kidding aside, we want to meet. We want to make ourselves, and we are making ourselves available. So with Phil's blessing in the board from the mothership, as I call it, has encouraged and helped us, given us some seed money, got things going. Yes, we have spilled some milk, but the cow is grazing, folks. The cow's still making milk. We're milking that cow, okay? So don't give up on us. We're 2 years young. We're not as good as the NRA yet. We're not as good as the National Cattle Association, now they're around 156 years. We are going to prevail. We are going to win. Because you folks in this room tonight are going to make a difference. Some of you I know, some of you I don't know. But in my heart of hearts, I'm willing to gamble on you. I'm willing to invest in you. And I'm willing to do whatever that we need to do. We have a good group. We have 11 folks on the board. It's ugly, it's family, it's messy. We spend a copious amount of time cussing and discussing and talking and trying to move forward, dealing with the lawyers and the lobbyists and all this other stuff. There's things in the work that you need to be aware of the USR Florida is doing. We're not just fighting this lawsuit. We're trying to get where we need to go. And one of my visions since 1986, when I was breeding gaboons, is my gaboon vipers are captive born, right? They're not from the wild, they're domesticated. So I go and I start looking into statutes and what does it mean domesticated animal. Back then in the Westfall, 1986, it said any animal that man chooses to propagate to enhance and guarantee his survival is considered a domesticated animal. Oh damn, my gaboon viper's domesticated. But you know, and I know the governor and the legislature are going to go, no way in hell is that gaboon viper domesticated. But it's a starting point. It's a point of reckoning. At some point in time, everything was wildlife. You can't have captive wildlife. I've said it to these folks. They know what we're pushing and what we're doing. 2 years ago, we had a piece of legislation, myself and several other reptile people and some fish guys at the university, we wrote this thing called captive culture. And we're continuing with this. We're going to start at chapter 598. You look at the statutes, you have all these chapters. Aquaculture is under 597. Aquaculture doesn't want us to mess with it. They're afraid of losing their money. So what happened? We got organized, 501c6, we went out and raised money, we've got all these lawsuits, this, that, and the other thing going. We filed a piece of legislation. We were going to be the first bill heard at the 20 session. Friday night before the Tuesday beginning of the session and the Wednesday meeting, bear with me those of you that are not out, we'll get a beer here in a minute. The sponsor, the chairman of the agricultural meeting and natural resources got a call from the governor and said, I like the bill, but I'm going to kill it because if it gets passed and it's going to make Nikki Freed, our Commissioner of Agriculture, who is the highest ranking Democrat, you may be a Libertarian, you may be a Democrat, you may be a Republican, doesn't matter, politics. So he said, I want this thing killed. So what we have to do, folks, is change the definitions of the statute. There's no way you can have captive wildlife, because when you go out and get that feral hog and you bring it indoors, it's not wildlife, it's captive. If it reproduces, what does it reproduce? Captive cultured swine. Now think about it. Leopard geckos, corn snakes, all that stuff. Doesn't matter the species. We are farmers. IRS recognizes snake farming as an agricultural entity. Can we get the state of Florida to pay attention? Yeah. If 200 people will each go out and get 10, and go and talk to your city, county, state representatives, they may slam the door in your face, but you come back with vengeance. You come back. The more they say, hey, every time you get a no, that's closer to a yes. You know that, Mark, more than anybody. We got to do this. We got to do this. Now, Mark's my friend up there. He knows I love him. And he's been in the fight for decades along with me. But all of you are in the fight. You guys, me included, Mark included, everybody out here, we're part of the problem, but we're the solution. I don't know what you're going to do, but my hope and prayer is that you're going to do something. U.S. Art Florida will always have a fight. We live in Florida. It's up to us to decide. Are we going to live standing up, or are we going to live on our knees? And I'm not living on my knees. I'm not going on my knees. I want to stand up. Put 5 bullets in that revolver of reality. I love reptiles. I'd love to be able to do tegus and other animals. I had just pick snakes, you know? And so other people are doing the things that I can't do, crocodiles, on and on and on. How are we going to get kids of all ages away from this stupid device? This is the scariest thing I've ever met. It is up to us. It's a people problem. We're people, we can fix this thing. I have confidence in all of you. You're all retired. You're hungry, you want a beer, you want to go to bed, you want to go to the Turtle Talk, you just want me to shut up. I get it. I can't preach the wire right off the fence. But Phil and Phil, I honor those guys for what they put together and what they're doing. I honor you people for coming out tonight and sitting here. And you know, it's a proven thing that after about 45 minutes, everybody's butts about had all they can get into their brains. So I'm going to shut up. I'm going to defer to the next speaker. And I'm going to count on you to do your part. And if you don't do it right Monday, you can do it Tuesday. And if you fail on Tuesday, you got Wednesday. Yes?
Eugene, you go with FWC commission meetings for decades.
Yeah.
You know that staff can propose whatever they want, and then commissioners listen to objections and supports, and then they decide yes or no. You explain to the group the difference between them proposing anything they want, like ban 10 species, with 2 or 3 people speaking against it versus 32 people speaking against it. What's the difference there?
Well, the difference is the reality of the day and the era that we're living in now. Not enough people raising those heads. All 7 of these commissioners are appointed by the governor. The governor has a lot of clout. FWC is his little executive branch of, he can do whatever the hell he wants. I love our governor. I wish he'd just be the governor. Quit trying to be an environmentalist. These 7 commissioners that are appointed by the governor are all land developers. So if nobody can have anything, if nobody can hunt, if nobody can fish, then nobody's going to give a damn what they do with the land. It's kind of scary, isn't it? And yet, one of the commissioners years ago befriended me, and I asked him, I said, Berkeley, how do you become a game commissioner? He said, you really want to know? I said, yeah. He said, well, first thing you do is pull out your checkbook. And that's how it goes. So it takes money. Money is the tool. Follow your heart. Where you spend your money is where your heart will be. Some of you can write a check for $10,000, $20,000, but everybody can write a check for $10 or $100. It doesn't matter. Do your part. Okay? U.S. Art Florida is not going anywhere. We're going to prevail. We're going to succeed. We're going to grow. I'm tickled to death that there's this many people in here tonight. I really am. Because like I told you, the right people are in this room. And I'll ask questions later on. Phil, here you go.
Thank you.